And I know that many of you were big supporters of mine when I was a candidate for president. Thank you. I want you to know that that is not something that I don't appreciate. Just so I will say it to you directly because of your support and enthusiasm. There were two reasons I dropped out of the race. Gutter politics. And number two, I chose to put family first. And making that decision, I knew that we together could change Washington, D.C. from the outside and from the bottom up, even if your David didn't make it to the White House. So what I decided to do is create an army of Davids. And you will be a part of that army. Stay informed. This administration is deceiving the American people. They say that we're in a recovery, but how can 1.7% growth in GDP be a recovery? It is not. This is the only president where GDP has not gotten above 4% in the 3 years that he's been there, and it's not anticipated it's going to happen in this year. And he says on TV, and I quote, "I deserve another term." For what? 1.7% GDP growth is not a recovery. The other thing that this administration is deceiving the American people on, unemployment rate. Some of you all may recall that I was a mathematics major in college. I can count. And I also know when they have manipulated the numbers to present whatever result they want. It's called, if you change the assumptions, you can get a different result. That's what they did. They stopped counting the people that had dropped out of the workforce. They stopped counting the people that were underemployed. That's how they came up with 8.3%. But if you add those people back in, the real unemployment rate exceeds 15%. That's the real number. Stay informed. Know the facts. And I'm not the only one who uncovered that little scam. Former Labor Secretary Elaine Chao, she did her analysis and came up with the same results. Stay informed, folks. Because unfortunately, the lamestream lapdog media, they can't do those calculations. And so most of the American people are going to be buffaloed by false facts. Stay informed. Know the facts. And if you want to know what the facts are, just go to my website, CainConnections.com. CainConnections.com. We present the facts every week and every day. Secondly, stay involved. I know many of you all are involved in different organizations. That's great. You are here because you are involved and you want to learn. But stay involved. And one of the ways that you can stay more involved is to adopt the most bold economic growth and job plan on the planet. 999. Make it yours. Make it your plan. Here's how the adoption plan works. Go to your representative or your senatorial candidate before they get elected and ask them to adopt 999. And if they say that they don't know anything about it and they've got to study it, That's a cop-out. Well, if you go to CainConnections.com, we have 999 the movie. 5 minutes. Now they can spend 5 minutes watching a movie, right? And they'll understand what it is. Get your representative to adopt 999 before they get elected. Because the 999 adoption plan is leading this revolution. But we are going to get Congress and the president to basically embrace this solution that the American people want. We are tired of kicking the can down the road. The American people want stuff fixed. Let's fix something for a change. We've already gotten many representatives running for Congress, many senators running for office who have adopted the 999 plan. Step 2 is we're drafting the legislation. And after the legislation is completely drafted, we're going to ask them to do something that many of them don't normally do. Read it. After they read it, we're going to ask for a firm commitment